Hello everyone, my name is Arianna Valle and I am a third year PhD student in Italian study at the University of Texas at Austin. And today I'm presenting to you my research project called The Ultimate Ferrante Experience, Convergence Culture, Literary Tourism, and the Quest for Authenticity. Ferrante fever is the epidemiological term coined by the press to describe the explosive popularity and the contagious wave of enthusiasm for the Neapolitan novels, a series written by Elena Ferrante. The series has sold more than 12 million copies and was translated in more than 50 languages. Moreover, in 2016, Ferrante was named one of Times Magazine's 100 most influential people of the year. Capitalizing on the Ferrante fever and on the fans' emotional investment towards the Neapolitan novels, Daniele Otteri, an Italian writer and art historian, created a Naples guidebook which gives to the most hardcore fans the chance to take a pilgrimage to the various sites described in the quartet. Otteri's work belonged to the niche market of literary travel, which is focused on the exploration of landmark mentioned in narrative and literature, such as Dublin's James Joyce Ulysses. The Ferrante Fever is structured as a walking book tour organized in a 5-day itinerary that allows the traveler to follow the footsteps of Ferrante's characters while discovering the local art, culture, history, and food. This guidebook represents, on one side, a full immersion for Ferrante fans in the world of the Neapolitan novels, while on the other side, it serves as a promotion tool and a source of potential revenue for local business owners, the city of Naples, and the Campania region. This case study aims to explore the economic, social, and cultural value of transmedia product, using Otteri's guidebook as an emblematic example as it sheds light on the far-reaching effect of an Italian cultural product, the Neapolitan Quartet, that was able to attract an international audience, turning readers into literary tourists and generating a movement of capital, ideas, and people. In my presentation, I will analyze the relationship between the travel guide and Ferrante's novel, focusing in particular on how the guide expands and enriches the narrative world of the Neapolitan Quartet. I will then consider the target audience of the product, reflecting in particular on the emotional investment of the fans and the sense of community that Otteri creates with her travel guide. I will also briefly discuss the promotional strategy used by the author. Secondly, I will reflect on the link between this travel guide and the Italian identity, considering the type of appeal that this product can exercise on a global audience. Concerning this matter, I will hypothesize a possible exploitation of the Italianità, the Italianness of the Neapolitan Quartet to promote an authentic Italian experience as a selling point of the travel guide and as a vital component of a more complex marketing strategy, which aims to attract a global audience and to build an international customer base. Finally, I will also consider the transmedia product in relationship to current study on cultural tourism, exploring its role and characteristic in the context of fiction-induced tourism and destination marketing. In order to better understand Otteri's guidebook as a transmedia product in the economy of media-induced tourism, it is necessary to go back to its source of inspiration, Ferrante's quadrilogy. The Neapolitan Quartet consists of 4 novels which trace the lifelong friendship of 2 girls, Elena, also called Lenou, and Raffaella, who is often referred as Lila, from childhood to old age as they try to build a life for themselves in a neighborhood located on the outskirts of Naples, Italy. Friendship, with its complex and contradictory nature, consists one of the universal themes emerging from the story. And Naples appears dangerous, dirty, but seductive, and the city represents a fascinating and mysterious world with many secrets to solve and hidden corners to explore. In the context of Convergence culture, the Neapolitan Quarter appears as a fertile text for transmedia storytelling and the world building, as the core properties of the novel, the universal nature, the complex and vivid portrayals of the character, and the richness of the fictional world, allows the story to unfold across different media platforms. It is precisely this transmedia property of the Neapolitan novels that set off the creation of commercial extension. In particular, the fascinating location, which extends the reading experience to an existing geographical space, constitutes the fulcrum of Otteri's travel guide. So, in the Neapolitan quartet, Naples acts as a secondary theater and is set in the background of the dramatic events of the story. In the guidebook, instead, the city takes the center of the stage, becoming the main protagonist. As I mentioned before, the guidebook is structured in a 5 days intense itinerary. And even if the first 2 days of the itinerary are envisioned as an introduction to the culture and history of Naples, while days 3 and 4 represent the full immersion into the set of the Neapolitan novels, throughout the guidebook, the author continuously makes connection between the various landmarks and the episode described in Ferrante's book. In this way, the traveler can see the city through the eyes of Lila and Lenu. And as one of the reviewers of the guidebook points out, and I quote, "It feels to be part of a book club and a travel adventure all at once." The guidebook overall transforms a cultural product, the Neapolitan Quartet, into a multisensory experience, inviting the reader to fully immerse himself into Ferrante's world by visiting the places mentioned in the novels, trying local food, and discovering different forms of entertainment. In relation to the Neapolitan novels, Oteri enriches the narrative by encouraging the travelers to expand their horizon and to explore different angles of Naples and other cities in Campania, which contribute to shed light on the complex world of Lila and Lenu. In this way, the Neapolitan novels become part of a bigger universe, which fans need to know about in order to better appreciate and comprehend their favorite book series. Therefore, the travel guide of Oteri becomes an essential transmedia product, a must-have, to live the ultimate Ferrante experience and to truly understand her novels. This guidebook designs and promotes in particular an authentic Italian experience, which is created, I argue, by exploiting the Italianità, the Italianness of the Neapolitan quartet. In fact, in the novels, the vivid description of Naples, the personality and the names of the character, and the entire storyline are perfectly orchestrated to transmit to the reader a sense of Neapolitanness that, according to Anna Maria Palermo, a professor at the University of Naples, I quote, cuts through social level. Even the pseudonym chosen by the author of the Neapolitan quartet, Ferrante, sounds like a typical Italian last name. Oteri's marketing strategy reflects the economic trends of the past decade, during which selling experience has become the hottest economic offering, as customers have progressively begun valuing more experiences over products. In order to understand better the buyers of this ultimate Ferrante experience, it is necessary to first take a look at the socio-demographic characteristics of the Neapolitan novels readership, which represent the primary target group of the travel guide. In terms of audience, women constitute the majority of Ferrante's readers. But the fan base of the Neapolitan quarter is pretty diverse in terms of ethnicity and socioeconomic status. Therefore, the typical Ferrante fan appears to be a foreign woman of various ethnicity, social class, who in turn represent the target audience persona that Oteri used as a model for crafting the marketing strategy of her guidebook. By choosing to publish the travel guide only in English, in fact, Oteri reveals that her primary target group is composed mainly by international travelers. Among these travelers, females represent the majority, as we can deduct from the dedicated section Women Travelers of the chapter Practical Information, in which the author addresses the fear of women traveling alone to Naples due to the city's reputation for crime. Another aspect that indicates Ferrante fans as the major buyers of this travel guide is the confidential tone used by the author to describe specific episodes of the novels, which can be fully understood only by those belonging to the Ferrante Fever Club. Oteri also fosters a sense of community by talking about the customers that buy her guidebook and or participate to her tour as Ferrante lovers, who are all part of the same Ferrante fans family. As I have just discussed, Ferrante fans constitute the majority of the travel guide target audience, and the deep sentimental bond that they create with the characters of the Neapolitan novels represent the emotional capital, according to Jenkins, on which Oteri's guidebook and the cultural phenomenon of media-induced tourism is built. The Ferrante fever, generated by the Neapolitan quartet, has inspired, in fact, many readers to travel to Naples. The city plays such an extensive and vital role in the Neapolitan quartet, much like New York in Sex and the City, that visiting Naples is considered by many as a natural extension of reading the novels. With this new influx of tourists, many local business owners have started realizing that the interest surrounding the Neapolitan novels and the fans' desire to live an authentic Ferrante experience can be turned into a lucrative business opportunity. In the Rione Luzzati, which fans believe to be the neighborhood of the protagonist of the Neapolitan series, the Pizzeria Carmnella offers 4 pizza, inspired to the character of the Neapolitan novels, and the chef Vincenzo Esposito has made a pizza to honor Ferrante, which you can see right here, and I think it looks very good. Moreover, the Trattoria da Nennella prepares for its customer the pasta patate e provola, pasta with potatoes and provolone, a typical dinner dish that the new mom cooks for the family in the first novel. So, taking advantage of the success and popularity of famous TV series, movies, or books, and the emotional connection that the fans develop for this cultural product is the economic principle driving the media industry, a subset of the field of culture and heritage tourism. In particular, these Ferrante tours that have popped up across Naples are considered part of the so-called literary tourism, the earliest form of media-induced travel. Italy, moreover, has been considered a prime travel destination for centuries and has been subjected to a process of fictionalization favored by the perpetuation of cultural stereotypes. Italy, in fact, is commonly associated with art, slow food, history, and romance, and dolce vita, that have contributed to create an idealized image of this land of leisure, the so-called, according to and I quote, destination Italy. The Neapolitan Quartet, however, stands out from other cultural products depicting Italy, as through Ferrante's raw narrative voice, the portrayals of Naples and friendship are not glamorized or romanticized, but they appear authentic, matching the tourist's increased desire for authenticity. According to recent travel trends, in fact, tourists seek authenticity when visiting a literary site, and the original is a powerful topos, highly valued by the tourist industry. Otteri's guidebook also seems to be part of a bigger project aimed at promoting tourism in the Campania region and the Amalfi Coast. In the introduction of the travel guide, the author also reveals that the Neapolitan Quartet was one of the first products in popular culture that finally helped to create a positive image of Naples, which is often remembered for its ecological and criminal problems, as well as to spark a renewed interest in the city and its surrounding area, attracting new visitors. The Ferrante novels, therefore, seems to respond to Matteo Renzi's appeal for a cultural product that positively restored the reputation and image of Naples. As in 2016, when visiting the Campania region, the Italian Prime Minister said, and I quote, "Let's not allow the story of this land to be only the set of Gomorrah." The TV series Gomorrah, in fact, had a problematic relationship with the Neapolitan territory, since it generated a conflict between economic and symbolic capital, according to Barra and Cucco, as its production created jobs and brought in money, but it also perpetuated the unilateral negative image of a violent and criminal Naples. In the case of the Neapolitan Quartet, instead, Ferrante described the city without cliché, and even if the Camorra is still present, the female buildings Roman story rotates mostly around the emotional connection between the two Neapolitan friends. So I argue that similar to a product placement marketing strategy in which the destination represents the product, Ferrante has promoted Naples through her fiction, influencing tourist behavior. In fact, by writing a fascinating description of the city and assigning to this location a central role in the story, Ferrante has positively positioned Naples in the minds of her readers, who in turn were inspired to travel, becoming literary tourism. As Brito suggests, and I quote, "Tourism converts the places portrayed in literature into a consumption product." So Naples' newfound status as an appealing literary place can be exploited for marketing purposes, in particular to rebrand its touristic image, which could potentially lead to a revitalization of the city economic growth and an increase in tourism. The Neapolitan novel case exemplifies, therefore, the economic potential of cultural products derived from the use of their symbolic capital for tourist purposes. Therefore, the commercial extension derived from this novel span across different media platforms, and they provide multiple points of entry into the story world, but they also expand and enrich the narrative. Moreover, as exemplified by the case of Oteri's Travel Guide, which, as a complement and expansion of the novel, allowed travelers to put on the shoes of Lelou and Lila in search of an authentic Naples, as well as by the themed tours inspired to the Neapolitan novels, transmedia product can potentially help to rebuild the positive image of a city, bringing inflows of tourists and revenues. The context of media-induced tourism, a new commercial extension of the Neapolitan Quartet has recently emerged. The first book of the Neapolitan novels, My Brilliant Friend, has been adapted into a TV series, which is the product of a joint collaboration between the American television network HBO and the Italian broadcaster Rai. The second season that adapts the second book of the Neapolitan Quartet is finished airing in Italy and has received really positive reaction from the public. So while I was working on this case study, I began wondering about the impact of this TV series on the existing commercial extension. And in particular, I'm really interested in exploring the relationship between literature and media-induced tourism and how they affect each other. And I'm hoping to explore this in my future dissertation. I'm going to leave you with some food for thought. The books of Elena Ferrante first came out in 2011, but the effect of this writer and of her work can still be felt today. So in 2019, new street art starts appearing in the Rione Luzzati, which is this neighborhood that fans believe to be the one of the protagonists of the book series. And this new street art was celebrating Elena Ferrante Neapolitan novels. And especially you can see right here, this is a mural around the entrance of a public library that has the images and silhouette of the Jules character. And this mural is the first in a series funded by the Campania region, and it is a sign of the Ferrante effect that is now being felt in this formerly low-profile neighborhood. In particular, the author of this mural, Maurizio Pagano, explained, and I quote, "This mural serves as a reminder to the younger generation of the endless possibility of education." Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you enjoy my presentation, and I am looking forward to meeting everybody at the 2021 conference. And I really hope to make more connection with other scholars and to further my research by exchanging ideas as well as engaging in discussion. Thank you so much. Grazie mille.